In the year 1969, a new chapter opened in the history of British coinage. A shining, silver-colored coin entered the hands of millions, engraved with the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the front and a bold heraldic lion on the back. It was not just a piece of metal, but a symbol of Britain's transformation, marking the transition from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the modern decimal system. This coin was known as the New Pence 10, and it carried within it both tradition and revolution. For centuries, British money had followed an ancient system. 12 pennies made a shilling, and 20 shillings made a pound. To outsiders, this system was confusing, and as Britain moved forward in world trade, change was inevitable. The story of the 1969 Elizabeth II 10-pence coin is not merely about its metal composition or market value. It is a tale of national identity, royal symbolism, and the global recognition of British currency. The front side of the 1969 New Pence 10 features a youthful yet regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the famous sculptor Arnold Machin. His design captured the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a gift she had received in 1947. This was not just any portrait. Machin's effigy became one of the most reproduced images in history, as it appeared on coins, stamps, and currency across the Commonwealth. By placing the Queen's likeness on the coin, Britain reinforced its royal heritage. This inscription linked the coin not only to the Queen, but also to Britain's deep-rooted connection between crown and church. If the front side symbolized monarchy, the back side symbolized national strength. The reverse of the coin displayed a majestic crowned lion, a historic emblem of England. The design was created by Christopher Ironside, a skilled designer who worked on Britain's decimal coinage project. The crowned lion represents royal authority, courage, and unity. It had been a symbol on the British royal arms for centuries, and by placing it on the coin, the designers were reminding the world of England's historic might and sovereignty. The inscription read simply, New Pence 10. The words New Pence were important. They distinguished the decimal coins from the old pre-decimal ones, avoiding confusion among the public as Britain transitioned into its new system. The creation of the 1969 New Pence 10 was tied directly to one of the biggest monetary reforms in British history, decimalization. In 1971, Britain officially abandoned the old pound-shilling-pence system and adopted a system where 100 new pence made 1 pound. The 10-pence coin was introduced in 1968, but the 1969 issue became historically significant because it was among the first full-year circulations leading into Decimal Day, 15th of February 1971. It represented modernization, economic efficiency, and Britain's adaptation to international trade standard. At the time of its release in 1969, the 10 new pence coin was simply everyday money. People used it to buy newspapers, a cup of tea, or even a bus ride across London. Its value was humble, yet its symbolism was grand. But with the passage of time, coins stopped being just currency. They became historical artifacts. The 1969 edition, being among the earliest in the decimal era, grew in demand among numismatists, coin collectors. Today, a well-preserved, uncirculated 1969 New Pence 10 coin can fetch hundreds to thousands of pounds depending on its grade. Rare mint-condition versions have been auctioned for several millions dollars in international markets, especially in Europe and America where British coinage is widely admired. The general circulation coins may be worth only a few pounds, but the collector's versions, proof sets, error coins, or limited issues have skyrocketed in value. Some estimates suggest that globally, the trade value of this coin in the collector's market runs into tens of millions of dollars annually, making it one of the most sought-after pieces of post-decimal British coinage. What made the 1969 new Pence 10 so special was not just its design but its timing. Britain was entering the 1970s, a decade of global change, modernization, and shifting economies. By issuing the decimal coins, Britain aligned itself with international trade practices, making transactions simpler with European partners and global markets. Collectors in the United States, Canada, and even Australia began chasing after these coins because they symbolized the dawn of a new British era. The coins were not just metal. They carried the story of an empire adapting to modern times. Not every 1969 new Pence 10 coin is worth a fortune. The ones that make headlines are 1. Proof sets. Coins minted in special sets for collectors, never released for circulation. 2. Error. Coins. Coins struck with mistakes, like misaligned text or double prints. These are extremely rare and valuable. 3. Uncirculated condition. Coins kept safe in mint packaging untouched by human hands. A standard 1969 coin in average condition may not fetch more than a few pounds, but an error coin or proof edition could sell for tens of thousands of pounds. Long before the age of social media, coins like the 1969 new Pence 10 spread stories through collectors' clubs, exhibitions, and international trade fairs. It was a coin that told people, here is Britain, modern yet royal, ancient yet forward-looking. Its dual symbolism, the Queen's portrait on one side and the Lion of England on the other, made it instantly recognizable. Even today, images of this coin trend on numismatic forums, eBay auctions, and collector channels, sometimes fetching millions of views. The 1969 British Elizabeth II new Pence 10 coin is more than silver-colored metal. It is a chapter of British history, capturing the transition from tradition to modernity. It tells the story of a queen whose image became eternal, a lion that roared with authority, and a nation that reshaped its identity in the eyes of the world. Today, in the hands of collectors, it continues to shine, not just as money, but as a timeless artifact worth millions in global markets.